quick little example of how this guy works. You should be able to see me in there, red, orange, and yellow guy.
Yep.
Blue beard, and that's because my beard is colder than my face.
Yep.
So we're looking for blue and black.
Yep.
So those are going to be our cold areas. This is set up to white hot, black cold. We're always going to have black and blue in there because of the cans on the ground and the signs and the windows and glass.
Yes.
But I want those areas to move or to take shape. When I say take shape, I want a head, shoulders, moving arms, and legs. So that's what we're looking for with this guy. That's what we've caught with it in the past. Hopefully we'll capture it again. Yeah, so a real person should look like that, with all of the heat signatures. But a non-living person is going to be blue or black. You're seeing the point.
Same thing, but blue or black. Yep.
You got it. So I also have this guy set up with a blue dot bouncing around the screen. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yep.
It's showing you the coldest spot in the frame at that moment.
Okay.
So I also want it to move and to be 15 degrees or more below ambient temperature. So I think I wrote down like 52 or 54 degrees out here for us tonight.
Right.
So that puts us at about 39 degrees or below.
37.2, 37 point whatever.
But is it moving? My next point is I also want it to move because that glass on that car is what it's landing on, more than likely, and that glass is going to be way colder than the ambient temperature because it's capturing the wind.
Right.
So that's a little bit of science for you. So I do want it to move across the screen at that 39 degrees or below, so that way we could see like the entity move, at least in a blue dot format. So that is a door nail tonight.
Little bits and pieces. Can't have a deluge every time.
All right, I say we kind of wrap this one up. Susan, you got anything else new?
The number 15.
Okay.
Like that.
Writing in the dark is on my resume now. In case you guys are wondering. All right, I think we're gonna wrap this one up. There's not a whole lot going on here.
Okay.
So let's go back to where we started. Go ahead and hit stop if you haven't already, and I'll show you how all these answers come together.
Okay.
On my own.
Right.
So I told my team that night it's Black Friday, which means I'm sold out again, and my tickets were way cheaper back then. And I told them, I was like, I don't believe in the next story because I get into vampires, not pirates. Now, I would normally tell you a pirate story next, but we've been kicked out of there too. They keep rezoning the damn city on me. But if I tell you we're going to be discussing pirates in Charleston, who do you think we're going to be talking about? Who's the first pirate that comes to mind?
Captain Hook.
No, I don't know.
The
I'm
actual
sorry.
pirate.
The actual pirate.
know.
I'm embarrassed. I don't know. I don't know any names
on.
offhand.
Really? Nobody
Really?
comes to mind?
I know. I don't know. No. The movie.
Not Jack Sparrow.
I know, he's not real.
I mean, I
How
don't know.
about
I'm trying to.
Blackbeard?
Of
Blackbeard,
course.
hello.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Most people think we're discussing Blackbeard because he was a real person.
Yeah.
I didn't tell them who we were going to be discussing, but somebody with the spirit box told me that they heard the name Anne. I didn't tell them we were going to be discussing Anne Bonny.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh snap, maybe we're going to get something. I took them around the corner, told them what I did know about pirates, which obviously wasn't much at the time, and somebody else heard the number 300 on a different spirit box. Don't know what it means, wrote it down. I did the research. We were there November 28th of 2020. Anne Bonny's trial for piracy was November 28th of 1720, where the exact 300-year anniversary of her pirate trial. I normally get this reaction, the wows, the oohs, ahs.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of pissed off. Here's why. My master's degree is in creative writing, and all of my bachelor degrees are all in other types of writing. Whenever I'm researching anything, I need facts and data. Like, pirate stories come from pirate lore. Pirate lore is written 100 years after Golden Age piracy. Yeah, it's a big problem. So I came up with this big elaborate story, obviously because I did a shit ton of research to make sure everything that we were finding was validated, but I had to read a lot of textbooks, I had to watch a lot of movies and documentaries, play a lot of video games, and it was all pirate stories. Half my library of books at home right now is all about how to debunk piracy. That's how I looked at it. But we can't go over there anymore. And the only reason I'm telling you this is because we're going to be right next door to it. So bleed over can happen. Very interesting. So when we got kicked out of the pirate story, I had to come up with something very quick. So I started telling the story that everybody else tells, and I hate the story because it's cursed. So one night I'm going through the data one night, and I came across some evidence that proved something else to me. So I'm like, we're going to start on that story and see if something else pops up. So the next story is super short because I don't have the whole tale because I don't have enough evidence from it yet to validate it. So when we get over there, we'll swap out cameras. I'm going to give you a night vision infrared camera.
Okay.
And we're going to go tell you a little bit about this cemetery. We'll be over there for probably, 10 to 12 minutes or so.
Okay.
Just to kind of see what's going on. And then I will explain the last location from there because it's completely different than what we've been doing.
Okay.
So don't worry. We're not going to go to the full extent of it because of the size of the group, but normally I would blindfold one of you.
Huh.
Yeah, we're not doing that today. So we'll kind of see how that, that will work when we get there. Did you hear anything at all since we've been here? Oh, I got the word romantic. Look at that.
No, because I'm still trying to balance listening and listening.
Right. So I'll give you a minute while we're here, because his camera's working, so I want to make sure we're getting some footage from him.
Yep.
So it's really cool.
Okay.
So we'll give him a minute with the footage. We're going to give you a minute to listen in and kind of see what's going on. I am interested in the word Africa showed up, and then I had sun. So those are sun-dried bricks from African slaves. It's a vague stretch, but you see where I'm going with it.
Absolutely.
I like the word romantic as well. So we'll see if Amanda's name shows up. That would be interesting. And in here, I would need like an 8 or above, just because the lampposts give up to a 7.
Okay.
So
Sure.
it's like we had a 19 one day last week. I was pretty excited about that. That was a rare find. I had this like autistic kid on the tour, and he was actually finding some tremendous evidence. I'm like, dude,
that's awesome. I mean, that you an autistic person just don't know what spectrum they're on.
Well,
you say they're on the spectrum, but what is it?
Spectrum?
What is it that they're sensing? What is it they're feeling?
I have an autistic nephew on my wife's side,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had him like on investigations before, and things seem to heighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like so, I mean, and this kid was all about it. I mean, he was like super fan of go act opposite. When we vacation, we take groceries.
Okay. I've 100% I've done that kind of vacation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just you're at the beach, you're back to the apartment or the condo, you're to the beach, and just that's it.
We cook at home, and because I have 3 small wiener dogs. So that's who travels with us.
Oh, nice.
So
you haven't gotten all the kids out of the house yet.
well, those are the replacement kids.
Exactly. I haven't gone that direction. I have 3 adult kids myself, and so.
Well, the one, it started off with just one, and then he actually turned out to be an ESA for my seizures.
Oh, okay.
Like he was picking up on things.
Oh, that's awesome.
Then if I went to my normal day job before I was doing this, he would freak out because I couldn't take him. So we bought him a buddy, and then
that's awesome. Then
we had to get another one.
Yeah. Oh,
Blips. Sound comfortable. California, like little just blips, but they feel insignificant. They don't feel like they're.
That you know.
Yeah.
Like
so you
anything.
got California. That's
I
obviously
got the word
it.
California.
Okay, so that's a name.
Sound, and then like something he goes under, like it was like some kind of advertisement. I don't know.
He goes
He goes
under.
under.
Right.
That's a big one.
He goes under.
It's just like a Here She Comes when we were talking about Eliza back there.
Yeah.
All right, so he goes under. I can't prove it, but it's still a good phrase. California. I had no readings whatsoever, obviously. So yeah, you can hit stop on that.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk out the way we came in.